Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Zelda II Adventures of Link Randomizer MaxRando tournament with a bracket, a semifinals race, actually, between trailz and jjschmidt77. My name is OPT Lawyer. Joining me on commentary tonight, Link7777. Links, how's it going tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am awesome. It's been a great weekend, and I'm ready for some MaxRando action. This is going to be a great race.
A fun race.
Absolutely. This is going to be exciting. I can feel it. So as you can see right on the tracker, we've got 4 crystals we're starting with, so that immediately eliminates a few things. We don't have to do either 6 or 5 unless the runners feel like it. When you have a 4 Gym C, do you look to skip 6 and 5 immediately, or?
You know, I feel like 4 is the first one I want to skip.
Really? Well, here we go.
I mean,
Really?
it depends on Reflect, but if I don't have to hunt for spell items for Reflect, I feel like that's less work than 5 or 6 sometimes.
Gotcha. Well, we are starting with Shield, Fire, and Thunder, and we've got a hammer, and I missed what the other thing was. Looks like a flute. So that's some interesting starts. So, I gotta take a moment to mention these sprites. We've had some custom sprites added to the randomizer, and my goodness, these look really awesome. We've got
some of these have been pretty well done.
Oh, we found Great Palace already.
Yeah, an early Great Palace on trailz east side.
So that means our runners are going to be able to just like save and quit, and then immediately jump into Great Palace when they're able to get in there. Trailz has found Ruto.
P-bag for trail.
500 P-bag early is actually kind of nice. Oh, I guess I should mention, we're starting with 7 heart containers. That's a lot.
Yeah, health won't be a problem, and then downstab to start with will make for a pretty easy to get around speed.
Alright, well, JJ's coming up onto a boulder blocked cave, which he'll be able to use since he does have the hammer. Oh, and his trophy cave.
Okay, we'll see what we got.
Oh, there's a magic container. No magic container percents here.
Yeah, that's probably not a terrible find right now.
Yeah, especially because trailz is leveling up his magic there. He's actually almost dead. But he's got life 3 already, probably off of that bag. jjschmidt has found Rauru. He's going to grab the free spell out of this. Yes, I should mention, this is a best of 3 series at this point. This is game 1. So the winner of this will have a 1-0 advantage in the next game. Oh, there's 2 towns right next to each other. That's actually kind of funny. jjschmidt picking up the spell.
That's a little unlikely to come into play, but I'm sure trailz will come right in for that free spell as well.
Oh, absolutely. Especially right now, since we're looking for fairy, jump. There's Minnow. Oh, and we did start with downstab, too. I'm seeing that now. So yeah, we started with downstab, which is really makes combat just so much more nicer. jjschmidt finding his 500-point bag. Our runners are both at levels 2, 2, and 3, or at least I think. Is Trailz at 2, 3, 3? Yeah, he's at 2, 3, 3.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the leveling is going to be too big of a problem here.
JJ finding Fairy Cave doesn't have Fairy, so he's just going to go ahead and leave. That is an interesting cave on jjschmidt's side. And by that I mean, it's literally cut off by everything. That's a penalty box. Nice. Indeed, I like that. Lady with her face on her head talks to the lady with the face on her head. Trailz picking up his spell. jjschmidt has found the magic container cave. Trail's finding Minnow, deciding to get out of there since he can't really do anything there. Alright, so. Oh, we found the magic key!
Magic key, there you go, that'll help.
Indeed it will. Although, I don't think we've really found a palace we can actually go into yet.
Yeah, heart container cake for trailz.
Nice. JJ also finding heart container caves. Are runners in the same place at the same time?
You're pretty even up here.
And 500 points! Well, that's going to give trailz his third attack level and fourth life level. Cinco de Hundo, yes. Trailz, I believe finding the Parappa pass-through. Could have been Fairy Cave. Couldn't quite tell. And that is Palace 5.
Palace 5, we probably won't see them dive into that until later if they need to.
Right.
And likely not at all, because 5 can be huge.
Very much so. Although, I have seen a lot of runners like jump in and basically keep going right until they hit a dead end to see if they can find a very quick Goma, but...
Yeah, I really don't mind diving 5 just because, I mean, even though you don't have, you know, it can be really huge and waste a lot of time, you know, it's also, there aren't really as many blocks as some of the other palaces.
Right. Trailz about to get his magic key. JJ jumping into Death Mountain. Hey, finding a magic container in Spectacle Rock. He's still looking through it. He's looking for a Hammer Cave. And I wonder how deeply he's going to look for Hammer Cave.
Not very deep, apparently. I kind of just like to check the open caves.
Right, yeah. Just make sure it's not on your first screen and then leave. I was going to leave that third.
Especially if you're looking at an up A after that, and then it's a one direction peak.
Right. Makes sense. Oh, there's another hammer block cave. I think I see the raft spot, and it's on the other side of that strip of water. Oh, that's the Western Peabag Cave.
Peabag Cave.
Gosh, is this is gonna be one of those scenes where one of the pastors is required and/or boots, isn't it?
Yeah, or maybe a bridge. I don't know where all that river goes.
Yeah, I haven't seen a bridge past that, but you're right. You could get that. Alright, let's see here. Runners in the same cave. That's the raft!
That's a good find.
Indeed. One of the few items that is actually required in every single Zelda... Well, almost every single Zelda 2 seed.
Yeah, less so in these MaxRando flags, because if it's a low gem count and the Great Palaces in the West, then maybe not.
Yep. I've almost seen it, except for the fact that the glove was across the ocean. That looks like an island. Yeah. Oh no, there is a bridge up there. Okay. So there is a bridge
to get them around.
Yep. Oh, trailz has already crossed the bridge. Interesting. JJ not going that way.
We need to get some logging companies out here. That's quite the forest, though.
I know, that is an amazingly large forest there. And there's nothing over there. Trailz walked the whole way over there, and there's nothing there. Ouch. And that is Palace 2. So our western palaces are Great Palace 5 and 2. JJ not going to go in there yet because he is probably thinking, you know, why go in there now? It might be glove locked. I don't know. Would you jump into Palace 2 yet?
I'd be thinking about it. I mean, seeing these two caves by the raft tile, maybe not, but I mean, 2 just has the 1 glove block, so it might not be too bad.
Trail's taking a lot of damage here. Oh, there's 2 diaries here. You know, no problem.
I mean, with these flags, you may be thinking, get a couple more natural levels before you start taking gem levels.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Now, I've heard that before by a number of different runners. Oh, okay, so trailz has like 2 hit points left, I think. Both are runners inside Medicine Cave now. JJ finding out that, oh, yeah, those are diaries. Both are runners taking what I believe is both of their first deaths in Medicine Cave. Fire is linked to jump, I think. That does mean...
Little digger here.
Oh. I was just about to say that, hey, it's jump spell, so they can go to Middo and get down stab. Oh, right, they already have down stab.
They already started the battle.
Yeah, no. trailz is deciding to walk out of here. I don't blame him, because the path to get all the way back here is just really annoying. Although that was perhaps a pass-through, I think.
Yeah, I think they saw the other end of that, though.
They have, so that does mean there's a quote-unquote easier way to get there. Oh, trailz has died twice? Okay, never mind. And here we are on the eastern continent, and that's a really large graveyard next to that raft spot. Alright, that's hard to justify as a tourist attraction, I would say.
Couple towns right here.
Yeah, we've got Darunia, which trailz could get upstab from if he wanted it, but I don't know if he knows Fire's linked to jump. But JJ also jumps out of there.
6 magic containers for the magic container lady.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go see what the spell item is, I'm assuming, so... And the free spell here. And trailz is gonna go ahead and take a quick second to refill his life, makes sense. Oh, JJ's found Palace 4.
See what that item is, though, if he goes in that town. You get an extra magic container out of Death Mountain.
That's true. Oh, hey, there's Death Valley. Or the Valley of Death, whichever one that is. The spell is castable, so he's gonna go ahead and check out what this item is.
Yeah, it's always worth a check. I mean, it could be that magic container that opens the other door or something.
That'd be nice. No, it's the child! Hey, we can get the spell out of Darunia now! Poor kid got lost down there, I'm assuming. He built a place. Nice, Nightcrawler. Quick shout out to our tracker, Nightcrawler, keeping us in line, informed. That is a horrifying desert screen on JJ's side.
Atlantic City over there.
Exactly. I believe JJ has found one of the eastern P-bag caves, and there's our power glove.
There we go. I'm a desert tile. Look at that.
And that's the Boo Root, but that's the Thunder Spell, which we already have, so... JJ's picked up the cross. It's a nice item to have. I know when I first started playing the randomizer, I completely undervalued how much the cross was handy on certain encounters.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is if you're exploring the east, you know, early, low on life, or whatever, then that will really help.
Indeed. Trailz looks like he's charging back towards Darunia. JJ gonna take a moment and restore his health here, and no, he's not, never mind. Thought he was, thought about it, isn't. He's gonna grab his power glove. I wonder if Trailz is gonna go ahead. Oh, he does know fire is linked to jump, alright. Cool. So he's gonna go grab upstab.
That one out early on some divers.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So, in case you don't know, fire is linked to another spell, because fire is otherwise completely and utterly useless. Except to kill, like, what, 3 enemies on the east? None of which are bosses?
Yeah, and the enemies that will take damage with that are also randomized here, I think.
Yes, they are. Which is really funny when they're like one of those bats.
Yeah, I also think it's funny when it's like it ends up being like the Lizalfos, because then they're basically invulnerable.
Right. That's true. Well, Trailz got the jump spell. Not the spell he was looking for, I'm assuming. JJ finding Palace.
Doesn't help. There's a chance the upstab comes into play later.
That's true. This is Palette 6 on jjschmidt77 side, I'm pretty certain. He's gonna go ahead and jump into 6 here. He's not hesitating in the least bit. Trailz finding 4. He nopes out of there. And JJ immediately finding a very required room. I'm positive there's no way else through there. Palace 6 is fairy blocked.
Yeah, interesting.
And that is either in Middo or Old Kasudo. Trailz finding the water spot, but neither of our runners hadn't found boots yet, so can't quite get that now. Oh, JJ finding a
dead end.
Yeah. Just finding a 500-point P bag.
Little graveyard on the mountain there.
Yeah, he just disturbed a completely private place where people have left their dead, and he had to travel through this long cave to get there. He just waltzes right in, you know? What a guy.
Trailz will go get his cross over here.
Yeah. Sure, it's not exactly what he's looking for, but he won't be too sad to have that. Light Spell seems pretty effective, because that's a random 1 through 5 boxes of healing. It's never fun when you use the life spell and you get like 1 healing, like 1 heart container heal. It's like, well, that's mostly useless. that is a river devil. That is a very long path to a river devil. We started with the flute, so it doesn't matter, but... Wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got a bad... Okay.
Oh, yeah, to the swamp.
Okay. I saw trailz having that, yellow road into nowhere. I'm like, oh, don't tell me that's gonna lead to that spot. But no, it leads to this swamp here, so... Let's see. Oh my gosh, that is a swamp, though. Look how large that is. And it's Maze Island. What a road to Maze Island. That is terrible.
Yeah. So the bridge on the way through.
I missed that. Oh, that is awful. There's a pea bag right there. So we found Palace 3 in Death Valley, which means Palace 1 is here on Maze Island.
Yeah, jumping right in, of course. We got the glove now. I think you do 3.
Absolutely.
Or 1. And I think the only thing we're really missing is Fairy, right?
Yeah.
I think at this point, you go for it and go find Fairy if you find out it's required.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Because you don't have to do 6. There's like 1 room in 5 that's required for Fairy, right?
Yeah, there's that Fairy room in 5. There is a deboost strat, but with it's a little harder with randomized enemies because they may not be quite in the same place as in vanilla, but it can be done.
I've seen that before, absolutely, but yeah, as you said, a little harder in MaxRando because you're never guaranteed to have the right guy in the right spot. But it's also possible, and we've got a magic container inside of Palace 3. It is possible that that Fairy room in 5 not even come into play, because you may even approach it from the opposite direction.
Yeah, you may go right to left, or it may be off the route.
Yep, entirely. Our 2 spells left are Reflect and Fairy. One of them's in Old Kasuto. The other is locked behind the medicine we don't have yet. I just like the idea of this random person walking up to this iron knuckle and smashing him in the face over and over again with a pot.
Which has a lot of HP. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it took a lot of, either it has a lot of HP or the, attack level 3 is awful.
Right.
Palace 1 has a point bag. JJ gonna up A from there. It's just gonna go in and try to find a horse head.
The great outdoors for trailz over there.
Actually recently figured out how you get through this room without up or down stab.
Oh yeah, people kind of get confused about the requirements. I think the randomizer is checking, but sometimes you can get through there anyway if you have, Fairy or whatever.
I think JJ has in fact found Horsehead. When we are looking at our to get our first crystal placed here in just a few moments, Horsehead having quite a lot of HP.
Yeah, I think this maybe goes to tell you that attack 3 just isn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think our attacks have been kind of gimped today. It's gonna make the rest of the seed interesting. I wonder if that's gonna tell JJ that he needs to put as many points into attack as possible. Because, clearly they ain't gonna help much. Trailz casting Thunder, not getting the blue Iron Knuckle to die. Alright, well, JJ's done with Palace.
The other item here for a while.
Trailz has found Robinek. Rebinek? Robinek? One of the two. Good first half of the fight. Looks like JJ just decided to nope out of Maze Island. I'm not seeing him get the other item in here.
Is health randomized? Yes, health is randomized.
Health is randomized. How good your attack levels are randomized. It's, in fact, how good all the levels are randomized.
Yeah,
their effectiveness. Yeah. So Trailz is going to take his magic level 5, and he's going to get out of here.
He's going straight into 2.
Which makes sense. 2 is, 2 is quite short. We found the item room, so let's see what's in here. It's the boots!
Boots, that could be useful.
It's at least gonna help, like, make overworld navigation nicer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll really come into play that much unless we're fairy blocked in the medicines on the water tile or something. But
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, it would be quite interesting if we're fairy blocked in both 5 and 6, which means we either need the fairy spell or the reflect spell.
Yeah.
We still haven't actually seen Old Kasuto yet. Trail's taking a lot of damage in this cave. I might be wrong, but I think Trailz is in the same cave that JJ went through earlier that led to that absolute dead end. In fact, I'm positive this is it. Nope, I'm not. Never mind. Thought it was the same. I remember that blue Lizalfos in that cave, but must have been a different one. That's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay to be wrong. It happens all the time. Wait. I think that's 6, right? Wait.
Now I think he's going to your cemetery in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. There it is. He's in 2, right? Yeah, he's still in 2.
Was it JJ that dove 6 before?
Yeah, he's the one who took the win in the 6 a little bit.
I'm kind of surprised Trailz didn't try it.
Yeah. He noped out of there really quickly. Oh, there's old Kasuto. That's an interesting way to get there. JJ would be able to get there with his boots really easily, and we have the reflect spell.
Reflect.
So Fairy is in fact locked behind the medicine.
So trailz skipping 6. He's probably thinking 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think that's got to be the play at this point. He's probably gonna hope that Fairy's just not required in Great Palace and just do the first 4.
We find the other teabag cave over here.
We have. Of course, yeah, if medicine's over here, then none of that matters. So let's see. What is it? It's a magic container.
Shard. Down goes Helmet Head for JJ.
Nice fight.
2 down.
That is just a very interesting layout for that little area there. I find that funny.
Kind of wild.
And trailz like just luckily found the right pass-through cave to get there. Trailz is now gonna walk the very long yellow brick road up to our swamp.
He'll end up on Maze Island, and he'll be able to take out Palace 1.
Yep. JJ using his boots to see. Ooh, there's something up here. Oh, and JJ's gonna walk a completely different, completely different way, and he's gonna find the reflect spell. I'm actually gonna be interested to see if either runner decides to try to find the medicine, or they're just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I think we'll get an idea from trailz what he's gonna do if he tries to hunt down both items here.
Yeah. That first one's right on the way. It's just a pee bag. I don't recall JJ actually finding the second item here, so he finds Palace 1 and nopes out of there. He is going to look for the other item in here.
Yeah, I think JJ got blocked by encounter tiles and didn't want to go through any.
That could be. Every time I'm walking through Maze Island looking for items, I feel like Pac-Man.
That makes sense.
Alright, yeah, I think trailz has just decided the same thing as JJ. Just blocked by encounter tiles all over. Forget it, jump into one, do it, and leave. JJ's jumping into 4.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me.
No.
You got the stuff, you might as well just go for it.
Absolutely.
Get that gem count down.
And all he's got to do is go find 3, which is over in the Valley of Death. And he could jump into Great Palace if he decides not to get Fairy. Oh, there's one dead-end room over there.
It mean, I think this is one of those things where, yeah, I mean, if you knew it was Valley of Death and you knew where it was, you'd want to go there. If you didn't know where the Valley of Death was, I wonder if you'd take a chance and try to do 5 instead.
I think JJ's seen it. I just don't think he wanted to, like, take the time to go through it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Trailz does have upstab. I don't know if JJ's got it.
I don't think I saw him go for it.
I don't think so either, because he also does not have their jump spell. In fact, he doesn't have the life spell either. He never found Nukasudo.
Which was weird because it's one of those 2 towns just across the bridge, and I just never went into that one.
Yep. Okay, JJ lives with tiny slivers of health. Oh, Trailz is gonna go ahead and continue searching for the item here on Maze Island.
Yeah, interesting. Thinking fairy required, maybe?
Might be. Oh, and JJ's found the boss.
Karak here.
Oh, there's the other item for Trailz.
Yeah, the other item.
See what it is. It's a point bag!
2 for 2.
Nice fight on JJ's side. Well done. Good technique. Like the corner.
We'll see if he goes 3 or 5 here.
Oh, JJ's going for Valley of Death.
Yeah, this is the smarter choice, probably.
No fairy, no reflect. Sorry, no fairy, no way to fairy feet through that. He's gonna have to try the good old-fashioned encounter skip. Nope. Trailz jumping into 5, I think. Or no, is this 2? Or is it 5?
I think it was 5.
Yeah, that's 5. JJ's still trying to get this encounter skip. No, he's not. He's just gonna go.
In the dark. Plus those encounters are road encounters.
Oh. No luck. Oh, of course, and he dies, and then the next time, it's like the easiest skip ever. It's like the encounters are avoiding him. There we go. Okay, one more, I think. Yep. Oh, that's lag. Oh, nice. I swear, it's like the game knows. The game knows what JJ is trying to do. Oh, that's a quick Goma.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad to get to Goma.
That was a pretty nice 5.
so that play for 5, it looks like, will pay off here for trailz.
Indeed it will. I'm sure there's some choice words being said here, especially because I don't think he got the skip there. No, he didn't. There we go. He got it! Meanwhile, trailz with an amazing fight on Goma.
Yeah, it was a really good Goma fight.
JJ finally into level 3. trailz placing his next gem. That's his 3rd gem. He's got 1 more to go. Take his life level and get out of there. Wonder where he's gonna go next.
I'm thinking he's gonna go to 4.
Yeah?
Unless he knows where 2 is.
I think he does.
Maybe he does if he's going out here. He might be going 2.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where it's going. JJ finding the item in Palace 3. He's going to pick up his magic container. That's his 7th. JJ rocking out 555. trailz actually has 557. No, trailz is heading for the raft spot, so he is in fact not going for 2, I think. Yeah, 2's in the west.
Yeah, I'm thinking 4.
He has to be going to 4. Yep, there it is.
Yep, straight to 4. So this could be pretty close heading into Great Palace.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if trailz decides to hunt out the item. We didn't actually see what it was in here. JJ never got it.
I don't think this was a really long 4, so it'll be interesting to see who gets out first.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't too long. There was one... there was a roadblock and a loop, and then then JJ just found Karok, so... There's the first dead end. JJ making that super jump look so easy. JJ coaxing the blue iron knuckle to walk off the ledge, and he obliges. JJ fighting the boss, whereas trailz is gonna find out he's looped. He's going this way. JJ's like, you know what? Screw the downstab strats. I'm just going right at this guy. And with that, JJ is about to place his 4th gem. There it is. So, he is now able to jump right into Great Palace. At this point, I'd assume you just do that and not even worry about trying to find the fairy spell, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Save and quit, Go straight to Great Palace. Trailz walking into Karak, so he'll probably be, you know...
It's not gonna be far behind. This is not a long fight.
Behind or something.
Yep.
For a minute, maybe.
JJ's made it into Great Palace at 45 minutes and 8 seconds. JJ just immediately go left. He did. Interesting. He must think he's behind. Oof, that encounter. Encounter's gonna put trailz slightly behind. He's gonna enter into Great Palace pretty much exactly 1 minute behind.
There you go.
Oh, JJ doesn't have upstab.
Yeah, that's pretty unlikely to block Great Palace. It can.
Yeah, it's like, what, one room? Oh!
Yeah, there's one room, and then that's only going, if you hit it, going right to left.
Right. So, because it turns out, JJ's left strats were the right thing to do because the immediate first room to the right is a dead end. JJ does not have life. That's going to be an interesting thing to see if that does in fact affect his run here. Oh my gosh! Oh, I almost got through. Blue bird having nothing of him. Going to another wall for room. Oh boy. So far, runners on the same path. JJ slightly in the lead.
Yeah, I think that was the wrong way to go about that spicy chicken there.
I could see that.
I found a T-bird.
Gonna go ahead and do it. Does he have enough magic for thunder? He does not, so he's gonna have to take a death here. I believe we have had other paths to go, so I'm not certain on that. No, definitely we've had other ways to go, just...
Yeah, I think there's been some branching still.
A little bit. JJ using jump strats.
Yeah, so on T-bird at the same time.
Indeed it is. And trailz had enough for thunder. And he's just gonna go ahead. Thunder's the only spell he could cast. If he
going
does
no
this
jump strat.
Yeah, no jump, no nothing. If he flawlesses this, JJ's a little bit ahead on the, actually a lot ahead on the life count, but Trail's catching up here. JJ takes down Thunderbird. Trail's right behind him, though.
Yeah, this is a good race.
Nope, takes a hit. No, so it's only two bars of health lost from Thunderbird fire at level 7. Find a drop room on the other side, so we are going anywhere. That's the L7 room. The top of it. Trail's losing the pendulum a little bit. I think he's got him here. Yes! Nicely done, Trailz. What a Thunderbird fight. One shots him with barely enough magic for Thunder. Meanwhile, this bubble is being a pain in the rear. He's gonna take JJ out. JJ's got 1 life left. This is it. Trail's taking a death, but he's got 3 lives left.
Yeah, I think.
Oh no! Oh, that
Trailz here would like to see the rest of this palace be really difficult.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Fun room.
We start with a. Oh, that little bubble. The real boss of the game. And we come to a tea room. And we come to a dead end. So we're going left still. JJ's so low. He's found the other side of the L7 room, though. It's gonna fall into one of the drop rooms. This could be it, or it could just be a loop. No jar in the block. Gosh, that's a very big bubble. Trail's taking a death in the fun room. Oh, it's the Eon drop.
Eon drop. Gotta check right first.
It comes to the Jackson's room. Oh no! Oh no, JJ is so low on health. That's a Moa. Those things are really annoying.
Yeah, it's up high. He'll be fine. I need to think about life, though.
Yeah, he's got very little of it left. Bridge room with floating bullets. Oh, and those jumping skull heads. Oh no, it's a dead end! And he up and A's!
Oh, that's up A. Was that last path there, or he didn't go back to the Eon drop, though?
No, he didn't. My guess is that he had to figure that there was no way. Oh, he's gonna check right here and realize he was right the first time. He probably figured there was no way. Oh, Trailz is gonna go back. He's just gonna take the Eon drop. Drops into another drop room. And he's on a bridge now. Oh, jeez. This is exciting. This could be it. This could be nothing. JJ's in a theater room now. I don't recall seeing this one.
No, I think there was another left. Early.
What is that thing up there doing up there?
Oh,
and it goes to this room! No way!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's gonna go back for the Eon drop. He's right there. Like, oh, Trailz has found Dark Link!
Wow.
Oh, Thunderbird not required!
Wow.
That was a really short Great Palace, except for both our runners went the long way. What a race indeed.
Yeah. That was wild.
Bill's taking out Dark Face Girl, I guess. I don't know how getting hit with the shadow of a vase would feel, but it's gotta be bad. And that's it! trailz!
Into trailz.
trailz is finished first with an official SRL time of 55 minutes and 23 seconds. Give it up for trailz! Well done. Sure, I don't have to ask him, but let's see if we get him in here for a... Just as JJ reaches Dark Link. I think not having that life spell is going to be the big thing. trailz is coming in. Yes, Jay Cobra, that is correct. This is the first of the best of 3 in this series. Gonna put trailz up 1-0. Well, JJ here takes out Dark Nut, I guess. Nicely done.
That last hit legit.
Absolutely. jjschmidt finishing with an official SRL time of 56 minutes and 39 seconds. Basically 1 minute 10-ish seconds off. Well done. GG'd both runners. Let's see if we can get both these runners in here. What a race. What an amazing race.
Yeah, that was good. It was close the whole way.
Yes, it was. And we never found out what the magic container item was in New Kasuto. Sad face.
No. Sape, the best move. It probably cost him, but also it's hard to say because he was on his last life, so he might have died.
Well, speaking of which, we are joined by jjschmidt77 in the commentary booth. JJ, man, that was rough, man. Real close. Great race, absolutely. How you feeling right now? That was a terrible question. I'm sorry.
No, I feel pretty, good about it. trailz is one of the better guys right now. He's playing as tough as anybody, so 90 seconds was not, not bad. I'm not going to hang my head over that one.
Right. So, I think one of the major things was trailz did actually find the life spell in New Kasuto, and it was very effective, so he had that going through Great Palace while you were fighting through some with some very low health at some time. But we were just saying, I think you up and aid after the Jacquemus room, pretty much because it's like, well, I've got no health left, and I have to go back through 2 rooms that were pretty dangerous.
Right. Well, and if I'd stuck with my plan coming into these races of not fighting Thunderbird, that might have been, that combined with different route might have been different. I'm not sure how trailz went about it, but it looks like he can answer that for me right now too. Well,
trailz has joined us, so GG to trailz. And yes, he also did fight Thunderbird in a very epic fashion, but nope. No, you both did Thunderbird, but as it turns out, not required.
Well, and yeah, you were on Thunderbird at the same time. So.
Yes, you were.
Wow.
Thunderbird wasn't required.
No, so as it turns out, so you were both in Thunderbird at the same time. JJ had, as he went on, he had 0 lives left and very, very little health. Ran into a dead end after the Eon Drop room, so he up and aid and like found a route that basically looped back to the Jackamus room and placed him right there.
Wow.
Yeah. So, no, Thunderbird was not required, but you guys were both on him at the same time. And trailz, first of all, congratulations. 1-0 in the series. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
But 2 very nice Thunderbird fights, sir.
Hey, was he in GP before me, or did I enter before him?
He was in Great Palace 1 minute before you were.
Okay.
I thought I was behind, so I took a left, and that also kind of contributed to my up and A, because I thought, well, I've been on this for a long time. I didn't take that immediate right to know that was a dead end, so that was weighing on my mind, too. But I thought I was behind trailz.
Right.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That's actually what we figured, because you just immediately went left at the first elevator. Like, well, he must think he's behind. And as it turns out, the first room over was a dead end. But, oops, well.
Man, I didn't have ferry, and I couldn't find and it was either Palace 5 or Palace 6. I couldn't find Palace 2, so I figured where
was
was
on
it?
the west.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I don't know if it was cave blocked or boots blocked or whatever.
Actually, 2 had the boots in it. JJ found those.
Yeah, I was looking forever for those.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, no, it was a great. So let me see here, just real quick. Yeah, trailz, you ended up doing Palace 5, if I recall correctly. Yeah, you did. JJ went 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was actually a quick Palace 5.
It was absolutely.
Oh, man. I thought about it when I got Reflect. I was sold on 4.
Right. Yeah, 4 was it was actually turned out to be a very fast Palace 5, which again trailz very nice Goma fight, I must say. Guys, we actually don't have a ton of time here, so I'm just going to ask you real quick for some final thoughts and thoughts going into Game 2 whenever you guys schedule it.
That's pretty cool. I'm glad we were able to give an exciting match, and such a close match. Game 2, we're probably going to schedule in the next couple of days. I think JJ even said tomorrow night he's available, so we might do that tomorrow night if he's still down for that. And final thoughts, this seed was pretty free. I was expecting like a more, one heart container type of seed, but whatever. It was a fun seed.
JJ?
Yeah, I'll just echo that, and it was a good race, so I'm happy. And trailz, good game. We'll see you tomorrow or pretty soon anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. GG, JJ.
Awesome. But guys, again,
nice race, guys.
Yep, absolutely, guys. Awesome race. Very well done. Want to give a really quick shout out to our tracker, Nightcrawler. Again, thank you so much. Our restreamer, Norastra, pulling all the restreaming weight around here. That's awesome. Lynx, it's been fun, man. Thanks for joining me on commentary today.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good time. Looks like Final Fantasy Randomizer is up next, so stay tuned.
Indeed.
Hey, thank you guys so much for coming in and doing the tracking and the commentary and the restreaming, man. No, it's really cool. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate that. But yeah, on your screens you can see Final Fantasy Randomizer Tournament's up next. Stay right here. In the meantime, for everybody here on Randomania, my name is OPT Lawyer. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Have a good one.